typically the planes are always taking off into the wind and they're landing into the wind. So you know which way the wind's coming from when you're on the water, and you can be assured that that's the way that the planes will be taking off.
Bruce Haynes says for anyone out on a boat or any kind of watercraft, staying clear of a seaplane's pathway is imperative.
Be prepared and get educated on the rules of the waterways.
Last month, 2 people were hospitalized following a collision between a seaplane and a pleasure boat. Transportation Safety Board is currently investigating the collision. The crash sparked calls for more safety measures in and around Burrard Inlet where the collision occurred. These experts say it's up to people on boats and other watercrafts to make way for the bigger vessels.
Large deep-sea vessels and seaplanes have limited visibility. Don't assume they can see you.
It's also hard for a big ship to change course or to come to a complete stop.
Currently, there is no licensing required for recreational boating in BC. However, experts say all boaters must equip themselves of the safety regulations before entering the water.
Recreational boaters must be particularly aware of the rules in designated shipping lanes, such as those in English Bay and in other parts of the Salish Sea.
And even those planning to venture out on motorless watercraft, there is a word of caution.
If you're on a paddleboard, you still need safety equipment. You need a PFD, you need a whistle, you need a buoyant throwing line. There's stuff that is necessary for you to have to go out on the water.
Sergeant McDougall says with strong winds, keeping course could become challenging even for expert water sports enthusiasts.
It was pretty evident last night as people weren't paying attention to the forecast and the celebration of lights were on. And we had a southwesterly that was 10 to 15 knots, and people on those personal watercrafts were really struggling.
Experts say even those who are out on lake water need to watch out for traffic around them and yield to any emergency crews in action.
With the wildfires in BC right now, I'm asking and urging all recreational boaters on the lakes in the interior to stay away from helicopters and planes that are scooping and working on the wildfires.
Haynes says anyone planning to spend time on the water should have proper safety gear and a float plan, and tell someone on the dry land when they are expected back. Sohrab Sandhu, CBC News, Vancouver.